Is this finally proof that the bull market is back? I'm going to show you something quickly, guys. Jamie Dimon says he would shut down crypto if he had a governmental role. All right? Good old Jamie Dimon, the head of JP Morgan Chief, is saying that he is against Bitcoin full out. He would shut it down if he was the government. And guys, this is the kind of nonsense that comes out when we're in a bull market. We don't hear this nonsense when we're in the middle of a bear market. None of these big guys come out and say that when we're in a bear market. But we're in a bull market. This is when they're coming out and they're hating on crypto. So this, for me, right here, may very well be the proof that we are looking for, that we are back in a bull market. Of course, like I've told you guys continually on this channel, I believe that there still will be another pullback. Maybe there's a black swan event. And right now, we have huge institutional investors getting into crypto, right? Loads of them getting in, making a boatload of money. A boatload. Imagine if they got in anywhere around here, right? They would be up in and around. Look, that's 175% from the bottom. So let's say they didn't get in at the bottom. Let's say they're in around 100% gain. Institutional investors take profits. It makes perfect sense to me that we're going to get some profit taking coming soon. With that said, I do believe that we are going to see some absolutely insane gains. And what we're seeing right now is proof in the pudding that there is so much excitement around this. I want to reiterate the point that most of the people who are in crypto that are pushing up the price now are the institutions and people, retail investors like you and I, who were already here. If we check the search term, past 5 years, best place to buy crypto. This is the 2017 or 2021 bull run here, 2022, and nothing at all right now. There are not new investors coming in. There's a very few amount, of course, and the excitement is starting because, like I said, we are back above 40,000, the psychological level where mainstream media are going to start talking about this again, and that's when people start to flood in. Now, maybe institutional investors take some profits, retail investors buy those profits, they go down, it goes down a little bit, and then we pump. I do believe that anywhere in and around where we are now, all the way down to as low as 31,000 is still extremely bullish. And even then, we could go lower, but it would be very healthy for us to correct in this move that we are in right now. So expect that. Right now, I am still trading this market pretty much each and every day. You know that I have my Bitcoin position, which is up over 1,300% gain right now. Solana's position that I told you I got into, we spoke about the trade here on the channel. That is in huge profits, and I have been closing out profits from my trades. We see some other trades that I've been getting into over here. AVAX, 1,700% now. I closed 50% of this trade yesterday, and it's still running. Absolutely incredible. We got DOT as well, up over 100%. This is a relatively large trade as well, so 100% move is absolutely great. And again, I've been taking profits out of this. Behave as though you are an institutional investor. When you see incredible gains, make those gains real. That is exactly how I trade, and I think that's the best way to go about it. And guys, I am affiliated now with Margex. If you do want an exchange that you can trade with no KYC and no VPN, from anywhere in the world. I repeat, you can trade here anywhere in the world with no personal details required and no VPN. You can trade here. All right, guys? Of course, whatever country you are in right now, you have to check the legality around you leverage trading, but anywhere you are, you can access this. With that said, if you use the code in my description, you can get up to a $10,000 deposit bonus. So go get that while it is hot. Now, looking at a little bit of news before we jump into more charts, we do have Cardano exploding 11% finally on the week. And we do have 3 things that we can watch this week, right? While the momentum is shifting bullish, this could mean that people are going to start jumping into it, just like we were talking about with Bitcoin's price. When the price moves, that's when retail want to get in. They don't want to be getting in down here. This is the majority of how traders' minds work, and that's not how we want to be trading. You can see with my long position here with Bitcoin, I actually bought in my spot bag all the way down at the bottom, but this is exactly it. At 26,000, we can see here on the Bitcoin chart, that was here, right? 26,000. We were in a clear uptrend and we came down to retest. And that's when I started this long position before this run up. We don't want to be starting it where we are right now, because that's how you become a statistic. If we look over here, we can see in the last 24 hours, long positions have been liquidated, right? Because people are getting too frothy right at the top. People are getting too excited right here. We want to be getting excited here, or we want Bitcoin to show us some sort of pullback. Now, if you are, of course, a shorter term trader, you can go down to the 4-hourly chart. You can check that. You can go down even lower if that's what you want to do, to see if we're getting pullbacks on any of these charts. Right now, Bitcoin is sideways action. Do you know what's great about sideways action? We get profits from altcoins, because altcoins have some space to run. Talking about altcoins, we spoke about Inspect here on the channel, and this did a crazy run, right? We got around a 20x from the launch price of this, and this is Virtual Bacon, and he's talking about launch pads. Just so much alpha in this video, right? Smash that like button if you love the alpha. But launch pads, we've been speaking about on this channel for years now. I made a video a couple of months ago about launch pads and the opportunity there. I spoke about Seedify. That's up about 4x since then, and Inspect was launched on launch pads, and it did amazingly. All right, so we may be back in this bull season where launch pads are an amazing opportunity. You can see that over the last year, GenPad, Seedify, and Engine Starter have all been some of the best launch pads to be involved in. I'm going to make a more in-depth video about launch pads. Now, if we do head back over to the charts, we can look at the overall markets, right? The S&P 500. We are having a little bit of trouble here at our double top, but we are close to our all-time highs. I reckon that we're going to continue to run here because nobody expected this run. Remember, everyone was saying that the whole world is going into a recession. No one has any money. There's no way any markets are going to run. And then what happened? The entire markets run. Bitcoin, crypto is running. The stock market is running near all-time highs. And this has to teach you a lesson to never listen to the mainstream media. Try and go against the grain. That is the best way, in my opinion, that we can go about this. Of course, it's not financial advice. Going against the grain has served me really well over the last, even just year, right? Because I was buying Bitcoin, I was buying the S&P 500, I was buying Bitcoin miners, talking about mainstream assets and stuff. We got miners over there in the stocks and shares world. CleanSpark, for example, absolutely killing it. I actually, again, like an institutional investor would do, took some profits from this at around this price, right? But we are in over 130% gains from simply dollar cost averaging into CleanSpark over the bear market. And I told you guys every time I bought it, I told you here on the channel, and I told you in my private Discord, which is where I post all of my trade ideas, my portfolios, early access to my videos. But the trade ideas here, this is our AVAX trade. And I tell everyone in here when I do any trade, you can see there was a 30x we made just the other week. And people are loving it, right? People have been here throughout the whole bear market, and they've been letting me know recently their experience of the Discord. And it's overwhelming. They had a really great time in here, and some people have been doing incredible. You can see here massive profits going on in the Discord. So if you want to come over and join, the link to my Patreon is down there in the description. That's how you get access to the private Discord. And if you don't like it within the first 3 days, you just send me a DM and I'll give you a full refund, no questions asked. So CleanSpark, taking profits from that. Bitcoin, I haven't taken profits from because my Bitcoin holding is kind of where I hold my profits for a lot of things. So I'm still holding that, taking profits from my short-term trades and looking still at the overall markets. We got the DXY trending a little bit upwards here. So I would be a little bit careful here. What we want to see is the 105 region become a resistance, right? You can see an uptrend here, then a downtrend. We broke out of the downtrend. This is where we weren't having such a great time in the markets, and now we are having a great time that the DXY is trending downwards. This is the strength of the dollar. All right. Finally, to just close this up, the greed and fear index again, guys. We are still in greed, all right? Greed, greed, greed. So in my opinion, it looks like in all of the stats that we can see, even including Bitcoin dominance, that there will be some sort of pullback on the horizon. So be prepared for that. I'm not saying we're going to dump to 15K, although I am prepared for any outcome. If we drop to 15K, I know my game plan. What's that game plan? Dollar cost average into Bitcoin all the way down, dollar cost average into the altcoins that I believe in. What's my plan now that we're in this bullish sentiment? Take profits when I see them. Short-term trades, take profits. Long-term trades, close out some profits. If you made huge gains in some altcoin, close out some of those profits, get some dry powder on the side, and get ready for another run. That's what I'm doing. I don't know for sure what's going to happen because I am not a financial advisor and I'm also not a fortune teller. With that said, if you enjoy my videos, do me a favor, smash the subscribe button, hit the like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.